Yo, welcome to Hard Pass. I am your host, Jacques Slade. On today's show, we've got sneakers, video games, wrestling, golf, more sneakers, more video games, more wrestling, more golf, this week's highest releases, and of course, our Hard Pass. All right, so let's run through the stories of the week that caught my eye with this week's hot takes. So Michael Jordan revealed his favorite Air Jordans and showed the world he's as basic as all of us. I mean, it doesn't get much more basic than naming the 11s as your favorite. Way to go out on a limb there, Mike. Next, you'll be telling us the 3s are number 2 and it is number 2? Man, what a shocker. I'm shocked and awed. Man, just like shocking. I'm just kidding, of course. GOAT is entitled to pick his faves however he wants. And plus, he surprised me with what appears to be a tie between the 12s and 13s for the third spot. But if he named something like the 15s or the Air Jordan 2010s on this list, I think sneaker culture would just like combust into like a bunch of panda dust. Steph Curry is now UA for life. No, not unauthorized authentics or whatever the hell kids call reps now. I'm talking about Steph Curry signing a long-term extension with the brand that gave him the opportunity he never got at Nike. That includes becoming the president of the Curry sub-brand. As president, which we hope will go better for him than the last thing he told us he could do without being an expert, Steph will look to push Curry brand into non-basketball areas like golf, running, and lifestyle. My advice? More products with the Curry brand logo and only the Curry brand logo. It worked for Jumpman. It can work for Steph too. Good luck to Winona Kicks for wearing his SB Jordan 4s for 30 days without cleaning them. I've been wearing my reimagined ones for weeks, if not for months now, and nobody's noticed because, well, they already look old. I finally see what you were doing all along, Jordan brand. And you know what? I still don't like it. Give us fresh retros of OGs, man. Just do it. Reports are circulating that Devin Booker's first Nike signature shoe, the D-Book 1, shocking name, I know, is set up to drop in spring 2024, which means his people have exactly 1 year to tell him how not to use IG Live. Reportedly, the Union Jordan 1s are returning, but will not look like the first collaboration. Good, because I don't want to see two classic J's Frankenstein together like an arts and crafts project gone wrong. Wait, I do want to see that because it was such a novel idea the first time. Maybe don't go away from this idea yet, Chris Gibbs. I understand leaving that concept behind with people wanting more, but damn it, I want more of that. Jerry Lorenzo got a lot of people in their feelings, myself included, when he said that no OGs use the term BRED, LOL. Well, I'm pretty sure no OGs don't use the term LOL either, but here we are. Anyways, I think he was just stating a fact more than anything because we did just call them black and red, whatever number Jordan it was, or patent leather Jordans for the 11s. No need for drama in the comments, really, where I'm confused as to why this is actually a thing. Did Nice Kicks save that comment from like 2013? Because there's no way that's a fresh take in 2023. I mean, one of the most popular Hard Pass shows we ever did covered the whole BRED 4 controversy, and that was in 2019. Anyway, congratulations to Jazz Chisholm on signing with Jordan Brand. The cover star of MLB The Show 23 is only the 5th MLB player to become an official Jordan athlete, joining the likes of Yankee legend Derek Jeter, Mookie Betts of the Dodgers, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. of the Blue Jays, and Aaron Judge of the Wait, Judge is a Jordan guy? When did that happen? A few days ago? Do I need to watch baseball now? Man, okay. Moving on to sports that Hard Pass actually cares about, UCLA's Kiki Rice continues to make sneaker history. Not only is she the first Jordan brand NIL athlete, but she became the first to break out with the Air Jordan 38 when she rocked them during the NCAA tournament. Look, it's not Mike Bibby wearing the foam posits in the Final Four before Penny Cool yet, but to be on the exclusive list of who got to wear the next Air Jordan first, that's quite an honor, for being honest. And rounding out our Jordan Brand athlete segment, I know he's Team Jumpman now officially, but if anybody can pull off mischief big red boot cleats for the NFL season next time, it's my guy Deebo Samuel. Man, he is gonna look cool catching passes from it's Trey Lance. Just as long as it's not Aaron Rodgers. Sneaker News shared this first look on the Nike Air More Up Tempo slide. Not my thing. But, you know, if Scottie Pippen gets royalties for this instead of having to sell NFTs, I'm all for it. The Nike Air Zoom Generation Purple Suede that was once a LeBron James PE is finally releasing this year, but with no firm release date. Yes, just give us more Zoom Generation colorways, please. It's about time they got more widely available in different colorways so that they become as ubiquitous as other first Nike signature shoes like the Jordan 1 and Penny 1. Shout out to Puma and Under Armour for helping out Eric Kilborn Jr. So he is a Michigan teen who has a size 23 foot. According to Complex Sneakers, Kilburn's parents were reaching out to brands like Nike, Reebok, and Adidas and got nowhere since the biggest sizes that they had were 22, and those were typically made for pros who didn't end up using them. Yes, it's good PR for Puma and Under Armour, as is usually the case when brands do altruistic things, but I'm all for the cynicism in this case if the result is kids like Eric and others in this situation are actually taken care of. It's time for the Heat Check, where we bring you everything that's dropping this week. So we have the New Balance 906R gray and red on the 3rd for $150. The Nike Dunk Low ATL on the 4th for $120. The Air Jordan 6 Low Golf Bordeaux on the 4th for $220, and those look great. The women's Air Jordan 3 Lucky Green on the 6th for $200. Liverpool FC and the Converse Chuck 70, that's on the 6th for $110. The Nike Dunk Low LX Pink Foam on the 6th for $120. The LeBron 20 Black Metallic Gold for $200 on the same day. The uninterrupted Nike LeBron 20 for $200. The Nike Vapor Max Flyknit 2023 on the 6th. Jason Tatum 1 Zoo on the 7th for $120. The Air Jordan 1 High Skyline on the 8th for $180. We also have the Air Jordan 2 Low Craft Atmosphere that's on the 8th for $150. And then we have the Atmos Salomon XT6 SARS Collide on the 8th for $200. For our co-pick of the week, we have the Adidas Top 10 2000 in Off-White Collegiate Purple. This is on the 3rd for $140. Unfortunately, the late Kobe Bryant never wore this colorway of the Adidas Top 10 2000 during his rookie season, but it is fun to imagine that he did and that this colorway would have a similar historical significance as like Allen Iverson's Reebok Questions or LeBron James's Zoom Generations. There's also a green colorway dropping on the same day that appears to be a Detlef Shrimp PE since it has his number on it. And so honorable mention for that one because we support anything Seattle Supersonics on this show. Give the city their men's team back, NBA. Why are you playing? Then our co-pick of the week is the Nike Air Foamposite 1 Penny Hardaway PE. This is on the 7th for $240. Look, it's not the most jaw-dropping pair of foams you've ever seen. I mean, you could make the argument that it's among the most basic colorways of the foams ever made. But it was during a time when a true player exclusive made only for Penny Hardaway meant something. However, we no longer live in that time, so now we're getting these PEs actually released in stores after a 25-year wait. Will the wait have been worth it to all of the Penny and Foam fans? Probably, even though I rarely see foams in the streets anymore. But for the kid who wants to flex, they're probably better off with some Panda Dunks or Vomero 5s at this point, if we're being honest. Hey, so we're at the halfway point of the show, and I just thought I'd share this point we made in another video posted here on the channel. Never, ever look in the comments of those sneaker accounts on Instagram. All they will do is make you hate sneakers. Look at the pictures of the sneakers, maybe read the caption, but never look at those comments. Every shoe is either the greatest or worst thing ever made with zero nuance. Like what you like, buy what you like, wear what you like, and log off because you don't need to have people like what you like. You heard the man. Who is me? Not that I'm implying that I'm the man. I'm just saying that the man in that clip, you should listen to him. He makes a lot of sense. All right, back to the show. So Adidas filed to block a trademark application by Black Lives Matter over the use of 3 stripes as part of their logo and then withdrew it because it could be interpreted as being in opposition of Black Lives Matter. So, you know that clip I just played? What did I say about reading comments? Yeah, this would be the time to follow that advice. You don't want that smoke of stupid on both sides, honestly. So, something cool, super cool here. There's a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game on the way that will be based on the crazy Last Ronin graphic novel and play like God of War. According to GameSpot, it's a future story where only one turtle is still alive and he goes on a revenge mission to avenge them while using the weapons of his fallen brothers. And what? That is the darkest I've ever heard. Forget the game. I kind of want to read the graphic novel now. I don't subscribe to the something happened and now it's ruined my childhood thing, but man, knowing only one of the turtles made it and he uses his brother's weapons, it's like Cowabunga was a lie, dude. In sadder news, E3 2023 has been canceled, according to leaked emails from ESA, citing a lack of interest by companies that have backed out of the show. This felt like an inevitability, honestly. What also felt inevitable was Microsoft, Sony, Ubisoft, and other big-name companies realizing that what Nintendo actually realized over a decade ago, you don't need E3 to announce a Zelda. You need Zelda to announce Zelda, and that can happen anywhere at any time. E3 was a fun show and spectacle for its time, and the industry probably does need a yearly showcase event that garners mainstream attention, but E3, honestly, it just ain't it anymore. Oh well, at least I got to go for a few years. And since we mentioned Zelda, I have to say, after seeing the latest gameplay presentation for Tears of the Kingdom, I am so happy for the Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts stands. You stood by that game for so long and praised its genius to anybody who would listen, and now your vindication is here. And finally, those pictures you saw of the Pope all swagged out with puffy jackets like there's a Vatican Fits account? Yeah. AI fakes. Should have figured they were fakes because there were no fit grid pics and we couldn't see what sneakers he was wearing. No Dunks, no ones, no 550s, no Vomeros, not even Solomon's. Yeah, there you go. Got a second Solomon mention there before Hard Pass. And now it's time for Hard Pass, where we take a look at something in the culture that just needs to go. Like what is sure to be my terrible picks for both the Masters and WrestleMania. We're recording this prior to the biggest events in both golf and pro wrestling. Yeah, there's a Final Four squeeze in there too, but unless there's a Zion level talent or North Carolina is involved so we can see Michael Jordan either really happy or really sad, Iowa's Caitlin Clark and the hilarity of the U potentially winning in basketball will be the only reason to watch. With WrestleMania, you're guaranteed at least a handful of memorable moments, and with the Masters, it's freaking Augusta National. Tiger Woods could be leading by 10 shots on Sunday, and I would still watch the most beautifulest course in the world. Shout out to Keith Murray. By the time you watch this, WrestleMania will already be underway or wrapping up, and the Masters Week will be in full I wonder if I can still use that term, or will Netflix come for us? Anyway, here are our big and probably bad predictions for the week. Masters frowns upon more Masters-themed golf shoes, allegedly. Nobody likes to throw the rate around about how they're kind of a big deal, like the mysterious cabal of members at Augusta National. They run their prestigious tournament how they want, and they cater to nobody, no matter the pressure from outside forces. Does this mean Augusta National possibly asked Nike to quietly shelve a snake pack collection of golf shoes that was ready to go for the 2019 Masters, including a really cool Air Jordan 11 Low Golf in snakeskin green, white, and yellow for reasons? No, probably not. But the lack of transparency does open up speculation. Dominic Mysterio will become the biggest heel in the company after WrestleMania. One of the biggest storylines heading into WrestleMania is the father and son battle between Rey and Dominic Mysterio. After a few years learning under his father's Hall of Fame tutelage, Dominic and his hypebeast attire has become one of the most despicable bad guys on the roster, which he seems to have inherited from his uncle and storyline Poppy, the late Eddie Guerrero. While having Rey win would make the fans of SoFi Stadium happy, Dominic winning is the correct booking decision because his recent heel run has shown not only the fan that he's more than just a legacy kid, but he's also proven to people in charge that he's somebody they can rely on, which is why he is also my early pick to win Money in the Bank. Can you imagine that heel with the briefcase for a few months? He would be insufferable, and it would be amazing. Liv versus PGA gets more personal. As we've seen it play out in the press and on Netflix's Full Swing, the rivalry between the players who defected to Liv and those who have championed the PGA Tour shows no signs of slowing down. Maybe some fans will grow tired of it, but I'm here for all the no one cares comments whenever Sergio Garcia says anything, and when Rory McIlroy and Phil Mickelson inevitably have to be within shouting distance of each other. I need them to keep the same antagonistic energy, and if the rumors are true that a Dustin Johnson or a Brooks Koepka might be considering jumping ship back to the PGA, that's some real late 90s WCW versus WWF drama right there. And you thought golf and wrestling was different? Huh. Bianca Belair becomes this generation's John Cena for better or worse. Yeah, everybody loves John Cena now. Chances are he'll get the biggest cheers of the weekend when he kicks off night one against Austin Theory. But before John became the GOAT for everybody under the age of 30, he was the most hated because he always won even when it didn't make storyline sense. Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair has been on a roll for the past 2 years, and the fans have been behind her through that run. But if they book her to beat Asuka, a beloved wrestler who recently returned with her cool murder clown gimmick from Japan, that might be the turning point for a lot of people. I think Belair will have an easier time embracing an unbeatable heel who's presented as a good guy than John ever did. But it would be so much better for her character if she took an L every once in a while in a non-flunky kind of way. Tiger Woods will show up. And hey, Netflix will have some footage to use for season 2 of Full Swing. It's hard to imagine Tiger contending, let alone winning a major at this stage of his career, but I would love to be dead wrong about that one. Look, golf is just better when Tiger is in his bag. Shout out to Frank. And if he could just do it once in a pair of BRED Jordan 1 golfs, sorry, Jerry, it would be even better. And the best part is that he won't get banned by Augusta because it's not in their colors. The bloodline blows up. Adrenaline in my soul. Something, Cody Rhodes is going to beat Roman Reigns on Sunday night. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will become the new undisputed tag team champions, and with Solo Sikoa's undefeated streak already broken by Rhodes, the next logical step in the story is the bloodline imploding from within. Jimmy or Jay stake their claim as the head of the table. Paul Heyman leaves to advocate for Brock Lesnar again, and Solo snitches on Roman to The Rock, and we finally see Roman Rock at next year's Mania in Philly. Yeah, now, look, now that these picks are out there for everybody to make fun of, Eastside Golf will drop a Masters-themed Jordan 1 golf with an Augusta cosign, Ray will beat Dom, Patrick Reed will broker world peace, Asuka will squash Bianca, Tiger will win, and Roman will continue his march towards 1,000 days as the champs. Only the Patrick Reed one will really bug me, to paraphrase an iconic Bray Wyatt line. Anyone but you, Pat. Okay, maybe him and Greg Norman with a whole world peace thing. Look, that's going to do it for the show. Thank you guys for watching the new version of the Hard Pass. We kind of like this feel. Let us know again in the comments how you feel about it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week, but not before I leave you with a viewer Hard Pass.
Yo, what up, Hard Pass? I don't know if I should leave my ad or not. Nah, I ain't gonna leave my ad. Anyway, this is a Hard Pass for me. What is with Nike and all of these shoes and these joints for women that are coming out way better than the men joints? Like the Gore-Tex 5s that never came out. What is these recent joints that just came? The Laneys. Like, what type of time is y'all on? Come on, Nike.
If you would like to possibly be featured in a future episode, call us at 818-493-9325. Leave a short message or social media if you want, no more than 30 seconds. All right, I'll see you next week. Peace. Adrenaline in my soul, something. Y'all didn't know I could sing, huh?
Cases.